I don't even know if it's a broken seat or if there's something jammed in there. You've got to be kidding me. Can you guys see that? Let me show you what's going on. Somebody dropped an accelerator return spring at some point and it is stuck. Unbelievable. So maybe what had happened was in the middle of Texas when we were cruising at 70 miles an hour and everything was doing great, that thing got sucked down in there. Something just changed. Like the engine got louder. I'm gonna give this some tension. I'm just gonna whack the valve with a hammer to open it up. Look familiar? It's a throttle return spring that someone dropped. We started having issues, like I said it 1,000 times because it's 1,000 miles and it's incredible, in Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the cylinder head back from the Camaro. We're gonna take a look at that, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out this video right here. It'll get you all up to speed on where we are on things. Also, we got some new t-shirts available. Hula Girl logo, with the Between the Sharks and without the Between the Sharks. Just saying, down there in the merch store. Anyway, back inside. Great googly moogly. All right, fellas, now that you guys are all up to speed and you've watched that other video, the cylinder head is back. Now the machine shop cleaned it up for me, but we decided not to do any work on this cylinder head. They quoted me 550 American dollars to repair this head, and we're gonna go through what that means. And basically at that point they were like, then you have one cylinder head that will seal very, very, very well, and you'll have one cylinder head that may still be pretty tired or worn out, you know. So for 800 American, you know, another 250 bucks, they said we can get you a set. Well, I couldn't swing it. I really couldn't afford that, but I may or may not have gotten lucky in the sense that I found a set of remanufactured cylinder heads on eBay for 400 bucks. We're gonna pull those out at some point and take a look at those. So this is what started it all. This is how we lost a cylinder somewhere in Texas. This throttle return spring had fallen in the intake and made its way down into cylinder number 5. When we first started having this problem, we were still west of Abilene, somewhere near Big Spring, I think. But I think it was close to 1,100 miles from right here, where it drove to. Like the first inclination that we were missing was way, way, way back in Texas. So after 1,000 miles of this spring being jammed in here, look at that seat. It is, it's hammered. It's hammered because so this spring had somehow worked its way in through here, and then eventually, when we found it, it was basically pinned like that, and the valve hammered it for over 1,000 miles. Now it's not much, but it is, in fact, spring steel, and spring steel's pretty hard. That's probably still good enough to use on a carburetor. So I know what you're thinking, right? Not a total loss, free spring. So interestingly enough, the valve doesn't look all that bad. And they put a mark on it, but I don't necessarily see an issue. I'm not saying there's not an issue. What I'm saying is I can't eyeball it. But that's not where the troubles with this ended. And this is where my area of expertise completely runs out, right? I can put a cylinder head on an engine and figure out the process to get it on there right and make the car run, but assessing the health of a head, what's tolerable, what's not, well, no, I can't, man. I tried it on the Datsun and failed miserably, at least so far. So let's take a look at what the machine shop saw in this and why they said, well, I don't think we can just get away with doing that one seat. So they showed me the valve guides here, and so this is what I don't know. How would you guys handle this, right? See, we got a little wigglification here. Versus this one that doesn't have much wiggleification. So as they went down, that one, it's got a little bit, kind of okay. So with the old wiggle test, they're saying the valve guides are kind of worn out. I said, well, all right. So they're like, by the time you're done with this, it needs the seat, it needs guides, it'll need to be surfaced. You're gonna be in deeper than you wanna be for this particular cylinder head. But I don't really know what's too much. You know, if the valve's open here, it still does wiggle around a decent amount. So these guys didn't charge me anything. They cleaned up the head, they pulled the springs off, they inspected it, they gave me my options, they didn't try to sell me anything. I gave them 50 bucks to buy them lunch. I did just want to show this to you to see what you guys thought about it, because I don't know how to assess. Like, don't think the valves ought to be wiggling around, and you can see the ones that don't wiggle much versus the ones that do wiggle a decent amount. They didn't want to do half the job and have me come back with problems later. So I do appreciate and respect that. And as a dude that does work for other people on occasion, the last thing you want to do is like kind of the redneck fix for a customer who might not really fully understand what that means and then be upset at some point when, you know, it doesn't all come up roses. But because I'm trying to learn, and I appreciate you guys watching the channel and giving feedback, like, is that too much? Like, what would you do if you were faced with it? I mean, what would you do with this cylinder head if you were faced with this totally destroyed valve seat and, you know, a couple of loose valve guides? Would that be enough for you to be like, nah? But I'm just curious, because either way, I don't have the equipment to machine and put in a new valve seat. Some of you have suggested lapping this in, but I mean, I don't even, it's real bad. It's real bad. Like, it's from here to here. I don't think that's a lap it in kind of situation. So anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to fill you in on this cylinder head and also get some feedback, because it's gonna go on the shelf of a reminder of that time that we did that thing and there was a spring stuck in it. And we're gonna get into these, and hopefully we made a good purchase and did not throw good money after bad, which we tend to do sometimes because we're trying to be DIY on a budget. Yeah, they're heavy. It's an interesting packing job.